I am going to do a speech today on organ donation. Organ donation is something that is used widely throughout every hospital system in the world. We find that there is other ways to save lives than just CPR and skin grafts and surgeries. Organ donation is a huge part of what saves lives today, especially in horrible yet horrible situations turn into wonderful ones. So this is something that it is very helpful to the people that are suffering. So I'm going to start off by telling you that 120,000 people today in the U.S. need an organ of some sort or kind. That can be anything in the body that they need in order to continue to survive. These people, in order to be put on the organ donation list, need to be in a deathly situation. It does not necessarily mean that they can't function, but they need it to save their lives. Many things can be donated. Hearts can be donated, heart valves, kidneys, lungs, pancreas, liver, intestines, corneas in the eyes, skin, tendons, and bones. All these things are something that can be donated from one person to the next. Although there's a lot of things that you need to do to be able to make sure that these things are the right fit for the person that they're being donated to. That might be blood type, size of the organ, are just a few to name off. A person can only donate organs if they are considered what is called brain dead, so they're no longer functionable. And this is done by a neurological doctor. They are the only ones that can claim that someone is brain dead and is not going to come out of the situation that they're in. So unless they are brain dead and there is no other chance of survival at all, these people cannot donate organs. There is certain circumstances, family circumstances, like if you want to donate a kidney, you have two kidneys in your body. So if you want to donate a kidney to someone, let's say your brother or your mom, that needs a kidney in order to survive, there are those circumstances which can be done. When they're talking about brain death being something that is needed in order for the organ transplant to be completed, that's something that you do not have two of, something that you cannot survive with without it in your body. So, for example, you can't survive without your lungs, you can't survive without your heart. So these things need to be made sure that they are, the people that are donating them are completely brain dead before those are transplanted. Although that is a very sad and emotional situation, one life is lost but another is kept. So that's one thing that we always look at when we have situations like these. One thing that a lot of people worry about with organ donation is the funeral. So they're like, okay, these organs are going to be taken out, there's going to be scars, there's going to be holes in the body, there's going to be all these bad situations, and we're not going to be able to see our family member, the casket's going to be closed, and it's just going to be a horrible funeral. One thing that we have to think about is you are able to have open casket and the person is able to be presentable. For example, if the corneas from someone's eyes were donated, the eyes would obviously be closed, and you wouldn't see that that was taken out and that's gone, so it wouldn't look upsetting. If there's scars on the body from usually when you do a full transplant, there is an incision down the midsection into the side. This is all covered by clothing, obviously. So that's another thing that makes it easier for people to see and understand that there is able to be a well thought out funeral for that person. So, and as I said in the beginning, there is a lot of things that need to be done before a transplant can happen, but time is precious. When someone has gone brain dead, sometimes their organs start to shut down, and you want to make sure that all the organs that are needed or that want to be donated can be in a timely manner, but some things need to be done for this to happen. So nothing is wasted in this time. It's called UNOS. UNOS is what is the organ transplant system, if you will. They're the ones who make the lists, keep the lists going in the proper order. They make sure everything is done in the timely manner, so no organs are wasted. So blood, if you, like, I'm O negative. So if I were to need a pair of lungs to be able to survive, the person that was donating them to me, that is considered brain dead, would then need to also be O neg in order for my body to accept that pair of lungs. And I can't take a set of lungs from a 350-pound man because I'm a 100-pound woman, and the size would not work, and then your lungs would not function. So that's one thing that UNOS does, is making sure size, blood type, if there's any infection in the person in the donator's body. So all these things are worked out, and so no organs are wasted when you decide to become an organ donor. There is an extreme amount of lives saved from organ donation. This is something you should definitely consider. It is as easy as going to the Secretary of State and getting a little sticker on your license with a heart on it saying that you're a donor. If you, let's say you were in a horrible car accident and you hit your head and you were then brain dead, and there was no other chance of you being able to survive, your body would be able to save another 8 people with all the organs that are in your body. If they're healthy, all of them can be donated. It literally saves lives every single day. 5,000 lives due to donation a year are saved. And that, I mean, if you think of it, that can be a child. If a child is born, I know it personally, with a heart defect, and that child then has, maybe 6 months to live. If that child gets a heart in time, that child can live. And that's a huge, maybe the child that donated the heart, the parents lost that human, that child of theirs. It technically can still live in someone else's body, which is so cool. A lot of organ donations, when they are, everything's transferred from one human to the next, there's like a memorial service, a year or 2 after, so the mom or the dad of that child that was lost can still kind of feel the life of that other child in the child that got the donation by listening to the heartbeat or anything like that. It's it really is a beautiful thing that saves a lot of lives. There is over 8,000 deaths a year that are not able to be saved because time was wasted in the process, because family, are having a difficult time. Well, this person of mine, my brother, my son, whatever, just passed away. I need to think about this. I need to think about if I want to, take out his body parts and give them to someone else. And that's really emotional for people. And so people sit and ponder about this for a while. And like I said in the beginning of my speech, you only have so much time. When someone's brain dead, their organs stop functioning and their organs are then lost. So you need to remember, if you are in this situation, you need to make it a quick, although a very emotional, quick process, so you can save those 8 lives with that person's body. So there is not one reason why not everyone should be an organ donor. Everyone can save so many lives if theirs is lost. What's the point of being put in the ground or being cremated with all those organs if you could save someone's son or someone's daughter or someone's uncle? It's a very emotional yet wonderful thing, and I hope that next time you go renew your license or your address and you go to the Secretary of State, you think about becoming an organ donor.